Brooke, I don't know what to say.
You lied. You betrayed me and your father. And worst of all, you betrayed yourself. I know that Stephanie was involved, but Thomas, you are a grown man. You didn't have to do what she said. You made a choice. You stabbed me in the back.
Brooke, I never meant to hurt you.
You knew what was going to happen. Don't try to gloss over this. You hurt the people that you love the most. You hurt me, your father, your mother. How can you expect to come here and defend yourself?
There is no defense.
I saw Taylor go hurtling through the front gates.
I don't think she'll be visiting anytime soon.
I paid the caterer and the minister. Where's Ridge?
They've gone their separate ways.
Why'd you stop the wedding?
Well, that wasn't my intention. I just thought, in all fairness, that they needed to hear something.
But they needed to hear what?
Well, it really shouldn't have made a difference, but it made a big difference.
Was this something they needed to hear? Was this about Thomas and Brooke?
You know, if they'd been on that island just a couple more days, it would have happened.
This was all a lie.
It became one.
It was either true or it wasn't. It either happened or it didn't.
Well, they didn't remember. The whole situation lent itself to sex. I mean, what other conclusion could you come to?
What conclusion could you come to, you mean?
Tom didn't know it was a lie until he told it.
Then why didn't he tell it?
Oh, because I convinced him to. And don't ask me why, because I don't have an answer.
You need to tell me why, Stephanie.
I don't know. I mean, I've been fighting Brooke for so long, fighting to keep her from taking everything that I had, you know, everyone that I loved. I saw the opportunity and I took it.
Brooke loves you. She admires you. She's no threat to you. She's no threat. What's it going to take for you to feel safe?
Well, I don't feel safe. I could lose you. I could lose everything I have any moment, any day. I could not wake up tomorrow morning. I could have tumors in my brain explode. I could get to the top of the stairs and not
Look,
be able
all
to
of that,
catch
any
my
of that
breath.
could happen. But what does that have to do with Thomas telling this lie?
I don't know how to fight the cancer. The only battle that I've ever known how to win is the one that I stopped fighting. The battle with Brooke.
You're right. There is no defense. I'm just glad it's out. You know, standing in front of you, this isn't easy, but it's a lot harder yesterday. Last week.
We're through being props in the story of you, Thomas. Say what you have to say and go.
I don't think an apology is going to cut it, do you? There's some things I want to say to Brooke without you.
I can think of no reason I should leave you alone with my wife.
You're my father. I don't think I could be as honest as I would like to be with you standing in the room listening.
It's all right. It might be easier for me too.
I'll be in the kitchen. Thomas, if you don't tell her the whole truth, I will.
I don't want to hear the truth from you anymore, Thomas.
It's fair enough.
I just want to know why you did it. How could you do something like this to me? What were you going to gain from it?
Everything I ever wanted.
I wasn't thinking clearly.
Yeah, well, that's an understatement. What I can't understand is why Thomas went along with you in the first place.
Don't blame him.
He's not a child.
Temptation is not easy to resist. You know all about that.
What temptation? Brooke is his champion. She's his mentor.
Yes, but Ridge had said that if she ever crossed the line again with Tom, he would go right back to Taylor.
But she didn't. Thomas knew that. He knew he was lying, and he did it anyway.
He didn't want to, I have to say that.
Well, then why did he? Why?
Because I offered him an incentive.
What kind of an incentive?
Other people doubted, but I defended you. And why wouldn't I? I've known you since you were a little boy. We worked together, we had fun together, we traveled the world, we fought for our lives together. I trusted your memory of what happened on that island more than I trusted mine. People kept telling me that you were lying, that you just wanted to split up your father's marriage so you could get your parents back together, and I thought that they were crazy. I defended you. I know that you respected my marriage with Ridge.
Not always, but this time, yeah.
Then why?
Mom and Dad, they seem to want it for themselves. I mean, you saw how they were in the South Pacific. It was like some kind of fantasy I never knew I had, to be out there alone, lost, starving, going crazy. And then who shows up? Mom and Dad rescued me and took me home like nothing had ever changed since I was a kid.
Everyone gets one or two dreams that come true. Just not all of them.
You know, maybe I did feel some sort of crappy satisfaction succeeding where Steffi didn't, but you know, that wasn't enough to make me say what I said.
You lied.
Yes. Steffi was the clever one, the London-educated one. I was basically a normal kid before my overachieving days, and for Forrester, that put you in the basement percentiles with Uncle Thorne.
There's not really normal in any family.
Still, I wasn't prepared to hear my grandmother say that I was the future of Forrester Creations. When she told me she was giving me her shares of the company, I was shocked. I just stammered and said, "Thank you. I'll do anything for you." And then she got this goofy smile on her face and said, "Anything?"